They pretend there was this emergency, but it took weeks for Garland supposedly to approve this. And usually that means there's someone around him who doesn't want him to do it. So what next? I know there's been talk of impeaching Garland. There's always talk of impeaching Biden. But if I were Republicans, I would be talking about restructuring, if not retooling entirely the FBI and the Justice Department. In the least, I'd be cutting their budget. I mean, what are they there for if they're not going to cut their budget for an agency that is so out of control and abusive? You know, my guess is we're going to find out there was a lot of back and forth about this. You know, they pretend there was this emergency, but it took weeks for Garland supposedly to approve this. And usually that means there's someone around him who doesn't want him to do it. So I'd be interested to know who was that and why. And of course, Judicial Watch, in addition to taking the lead on these in court for transparency, has launched dozens of Freedom of Information Act requests to get access to information about this illegal raid, or what I would call an illegal raid. And so if they don't give us the answers, we'll go to court. That's what we do, because we consider this a threat to our Constitution. And pray for America, because this is so destabilizing to our country for one party-controlled administration to target the head of another party with using such pretextual and abusive tactics. And I really think it's a foreign policy crisis as well, because I'm sure our enemies and our friends are looking at Washington saying, what's going on there? Is that country stable? Is that government stable? So President Biden has contributed to the destabilization of the United States of America in a grave way, and weakened our standing abroad, and weakened confidence by tens of millions of Americans, people in his administration's ability to fairly administer the law. You know, they're pretending that the White House wasn't involved on this. It better have been involved. Is Garland a rogue AG who goes out there raiding presidential homes without approval from the White House? He should be fired if that's the case. And of course, it's not the case. So we've got a crisis. And I know it's upsetting, but what's wonderful is, for those of you who support Judicial Watch, this is how you can do something about it. You can support Judicial Watch. Because as you can see, we're doing the heavy lifting. We're standing in court up for the rule of law. We're explaining and educating the American people about the realities of the records dispute that the Biden administration has manufactured with President Trump. We're demanding accountability and transparency, taking the lead there. We have this unmatched experience in battling about records. So we're the #1 experts on this, I would submit. And we're able to do all this work. We did this work with Clinton 10, 12 years ago, and we lost. But that work helped educate us and help explain the law for future presidents as to what they could and could not do. And it may save President Trump, ironically, right? So I want to thank you for your support, and I want to tell you that if this doesn't demonstrate how important Judicial Watch is, and how useful it is to protecting the rule of law, our nation, and our Constitution, I don't know what is. So those of you who supported our work, I thank you and encourage you to support it more. And those of you who haven't, I encourage you to join our cause and join our movement. And in the least, learn about the records I'm telling you about. Learn about the court decision I'm telling you about. And share it. Because you're not just protecting President Trump, who in my view is a crime victim, you're protecting our constitutional system of government by getting the word out about what the rule of law is, should be, and exposing those who are breaking it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.